Good morning everyone, and thank you so much for spending this morning with me. I'm gonna start by doing my own flower arrangement for the background. I always like to do this by myself. Actually, these are the last peonies of the season. I think that my local florist warned me that we are not going to have more peonies this year, but it's like the end of July actually, so I think that we were able to enjoy the peony season a lot this year. And then I'm not sure what's the name of this one, but I thought that it's going to be just a nice addition to the peony. So if we let's say something like this, I thought that it might be interesting. Let's go ahead and see. Good morning everyone. As you can see, my hair is freshly washed and you can imagine how hot it is. It is almost starting to dry even though it's so long. I'm gonna add just a little bit of like 3 drops of oil, and I want to run this only through my fingers. And of course I'm going to be using this. This is my Intensive Repair Serum. I have a lot of exciting products that I purchased lately and that I'm very excited to try and very excited to use, but in this video I think I want to focus more on the products that are most interesting to me, and I'm gonna start with the Clé de Peau eyeshadows. These are the first 2 that I decided to purchase, and I'm definitely going to be getting more of these. Now, my initial picks were number 1 and number 3. These are very subtle. They fit my style, they fit my makeup style so nicely. And when I first ordered these, we haven't seen any swatches. We only seen the very first promo photos, which were not very representative of the collection and of these eyeshadows. And these eyeshadows were created by Benjamin Puckey, and as a lot of you probably know, this is one of my favorite makeup artists, and I think that this is one of the best and the most talented makeup artists of our time. I absolutely love Benjamin, his work, and I knew that he was not going to disappoint, but I have to say that he exceeded my expectations with this collection from Clé de Peau. I think that they are expensive. This is apparently, Clé de Peau is a very premium brand and it's a very luxurious brand, but I think that these are absolutely worth the splurge. As a lot of you know, I fell in love with the YSL, the new eyeshadow palettes from YSL, but I think that I like these ones better. Definitely, the formulation is just out of this world gorgeous. And out of all of the new eyeshadows that I've tried lately, and out of all of the new releases that we've seen lately as eyeshadows, these are the very best. The colors are so beautiful. Now, we've seen so many swatches on social media, and I really like the color story of each of these eyeshadow palettes. If I could, I would definitely buy all of them. Probably apart from the blue one, because the blue one, I never wear blue eyeshadows. But I think that the blue one is going to look beautiful on someone with brown eyes or hazel eyes. It's just that doesn't somehow, I don't wear blue eyeshadows. Anyways, so these are the first two. I'm very excited to use them today. I swatched them yesterday. I tried them very quickly on my eyelids, and I have been blown away with the quality. Is out of this world. But okay, let me show you other products that I want to try. I just decided to purchase the new Abbé Royal Double R Repair and Renew Eye Serum. I'm quite excited for this one because, as a lot of you know probably, I love the serum. And I have been using the Abbé Royal skincare line from Guerlain for many years, on and off. It's one of my favorite skincare lines. I know that it's luxurious and expensive, but still I wanted to use it. So we're gonna open this together because I just washed my hair. I did the flower arrangement that we have here. I hope it brings you joy and smiles. That's why I I always do it by myself. I don't order, I just buy the flowers from my local florist. And these are going to be the last peonies, so I'm a little sad. This is my favorite flower, but I always like to do my flower arrangements. Most of the time I do it alone, just because I think that it adds some personal touch and personal attention. Oh, look at this. Okay, this looks exactly like the big serum. Maybe I should get the big serum to show you as well. Okay guys, so this is the big one. This is the 50 ml Double R serum for face, and this is for the eyes. As you can see, this one is so cute, sweet. A friend of mine already purchased this one. I hooked her on this skincare line. She started using it because of me, because I was raving about it, and then she was so happy with the results that she kept using it. And a friend of mine already purchased this one when it was released, and she told me that a little goes a long way with this one, and like it lasts for such a long time. So I really love the details, the packaging, truly beautiful, gorgeous. Let's see now. I wonder if it has fragrance. Let's go ahead and see. I prefer, for my eye creams, I prefer if they are fragrance free. It has fragrance. Okay, but let's see how strong is going to be the fragrance. So now at first with these, you have to squeeze a lot before the pump starts functioning. It's the same with the Lancome Triple Serum as well, which is my favorite. So I'm just gonna keep squeezing until we get the product. Okay guys, so these are the first 4 pumps. As you can see, the first 3, only this part came out. So this is something that happens often with these kind of serums and these kind of products that are with a double dispenser. So a little will go a long way here. I don't want to waste it, but it's inevitable. In the beginning, you are usually going to waste a few pumps. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this all over the eyelids. Feels very light, very moisturizing. The scent is exactly the same as the Double R serum for face, which for me, it doesn't bother me. I prefer my eye creams to be fragrance free, but I honestly like the fragrance of the Double R serum from Guerlain, the Abbé Royal serum. It somehow helps me to relax. You know what? I'm not gonna waste this. I'm just gonna apply this on my neck, it's so expensive and I don't want to waste it, but I have a feeling that this is going to last for a very long time. Okay, next for my face, I want to use a serum that I just purchased. Well, this is not a serum, this is the Lumiere hydrating infused emulsion, and I love to use this one in the summer. I'm not new to this product. I want to show you the consistency. So it's runny, it's like a fluid texture. Look the amount of color that I'm getting on my arms. Should probably start using a better sunscreen for my body, but I'm spending a lot of time outside. So I love this La Mer emulsion. This is supposed to be used after your serum, but now in the summer months I feel like I just like to use it alone because it gives me moisture, hydration. It's almost like this kind of a healing emulsion. It's almost like gives me a very nice sensation because it disappears into the skin right away and it keeps my skin soft, moisturized. It is probably one of my favorite La Mer skincare products, you know. And I love to use this emulsion. I think that it's one of the products from La Mer that is worth the splurge. It's one of my favorites. I love to use it in the summer months because it is so incredibly light, and for my combination skin it somehow helps to keep my skin moisturized, hydrated, and it helps to calm any irritations that I have. Now in that connection, I want to mention, you know that I'm a huge fan of the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast B Gel B5 serum, and probably that was not the correct name, but I'm gonna write it here. So you know that I love this cream, but I like it for the evenings, and for the morning I find it to be too rich and too moisturizing, and it makes my foundations and my makeup products just slip away. And that's why I'm going to recommend, if you don't want to spend on such an expensive product like the La Mer, I have an alternative product that is so good. And again, it's very calming, very suitable for the summer season, and very suitable for sensitive skin. And this is from Avène. It's a French pharmacy brand, as probably a lot of you know. And this is the Hydra 10. It's a fluid texture, very similar in terms of effects to La Mer. Of course, La Mer is so, you know, bougie, La Mer. But then this one from Avène, it is absolutely stunning, and it has the same very similar, yeah, it has exactly the same fluid texture. So let's go ahead and put this one. And the one serious benefit here for anyone who has sensitive skin is that this one is fragrance free. It has very small amount of ingredients. Of course, La Mer has a lot more ingredients, so it's going to have some anti-aging benefits as well, but this one is just for calming, from Avène. And for the price, I could not recommend it enough if you want to have just very light moisturizer that has the same texture as La Mer's emulsion, and that is going to calm your skin, hydrate your skin. It's just a very nice, very basic product, and it feels so pleasant and nice on the skin. And it's suitable, I think, for all skin types, but mostly people with combination skin or oily skin are going to benefit from this one. If you're dry, you might feel like you need to add something additional, but same is going to happen with the La Mer emulsion. Okay, enough with my rambling. Now let's go ahead and move on to my makeup. I'm going to use a new sunscreen. This one is from Ultraviolet, and this is an Australian brand. I've already mentioned this one in my summer must-have products because I'm going to be spending the day outside, so I need a really, really good protection. So I'm going to apply it also on my neck, and I'm going to apply it also a little bit here. And then on my body I use a different one. But this one is basically a very watery, runny texture. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this one, and I'm going to apply more. I'm just going to keep adding with this product. And something that I really like is that I take it in my handbag and I can reapply because of this liquidy texture. I don't use a lot of makeup, but I can easily reapply during the day in case I'm spending like the whole day outside. Okay, you can definitely see that it gives my skin you know, the signature glow that a lot of sunscreens give, but it doesn't feel sticky on the skin, which is something that is great. It absorbs into the skin very quickly right away after application, and it doesn't feel sticky, which is something that I enjoy. I'm gonna follow with Audacité. These are the mineral tinted sun drops, and I'm gonna use it just here and there. So the shade number 1 is a little bit pale for my skin, a lot paler than my skin right now. I need to get the shade number 2 very soon, but I'm still using number 1 because my local retailer doesn't have the shade number 2 at the moment. They have only 3 and 1, and 3 is going to be way too dark for me, but 1 still works quite well because I sheer it out. So in the summer months I like to have minimal coverage, because one of the reasons why I like minimal coverage is because I always can reapply sunscreen during the day. I can always take a sunscreen and just, you know, press it into my skin. I can easily reapply, so I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly fill in my brows. I haven't done a beauty news video or a will I buy it video in a while, but there have been a lot of beauty news, and there are going to be a lot of exciting new releases in the fall season, including Prada are launching their own beauty brand. I'm quite excited to try this one. There is going to be a foundation. I'm going to show you some photos here. Prada are coming out with a new foundation. They're going to have eyeshadow palettes, and they are also going to have lipsticks. I do not think that we need another beauty brand, but I would love to try in case it arrives. For now, the information that we have is that this new makeup line is going to launch right now in the beginning of August in the US, and then in Europe, of course. Even though Prada is an Italian brand, to the best of my knowledge, we're gonna have the products like the end of August, maybe September, who knows. Anyways, I'm excited to try it, but I'm not like over the moon. I think that I have plenty of beautiful makeup to play with, and I usually like, right now, I prefer to choose carefully the makeup that I'm using, like something that really I like, something that is worth the splurge and that I'm going to use. But I don't really enjoy lately buying makeup for the sake of buying makeup and just so that I can review it and try to convince you that you have to have everything. You don't have to have everything. I think that with makeup it's about enjoying and embracing your natural beauty. How much makeup do you need? I'm just going to go ahead and moisturize my lips. This is just my favorite lip balm from Guerlain. And now we're moving on to the most exciting part of this video. I'm gonna finish off my face makeup later. Like, I'm gonna apply some highlighter. I have an exciting highlighter that I'm gonna apply. This is from Westman Atelier. And then some blush. But first of all, let's go ahead and try the new Clé de Peau eyeshadows. I'm so excited for those, and I like both colors. Number 1 and number 3 are absolutely the colors that I want. And there are 2 more that I want to buy immediately, right away. One is more brown. So here I wanted to show you, these are refillable. So if you want, I personally, I buy them with the case because it's very convenient that it's refillable. But I think that it's actually, if you finish this and you want to buy a new one, it's going to be convenient because the price is going to be more affordable. Now I want to show you a close-up of the packaging. The packaging is beautiful. They feel very luxurious, very nice. The packaging is substantial, but at the same time it's not too heavy as to the point where I'm gonna say, like, I don't want to put this in my handbag because it's gonna be too heavy. No, I can wear this in my handbag. So you're going to get the case and the refill separately, and this one pops out very easily. Like, you don't need a pin or anything complicated. So even if you have long nails, you will not have any problems to pop this out. So I'm gonna show you how it just pops out. I cannot do it when my arms are very up. Okay, this is super easy. And you don't have the name of the eyeshadow on the back. It's just, this gold packaging, because this is just the case, and then you can put any refill here. And the name on the refill is right here on the back of the refill. And then it's very easy when you get a new refill. You just put it and it has to click into place. Super easy. Now I really, really like how they made it. Okay, so I'm not sure if I want to use number 1 and number 3. I want to use both of them actually. And then the case is going to come with this little sponge applicators. They are good if you... The white one is actually very good. Yeah, the white one is very good actually. I'm gonna keep this for times when I'm traveling because it's gonna be convenient. So I adore this color here of number 3. I think that it's very, very extraordinary. I don't think that it's something that I own in my collection. It's like this beautiful, almost like a taupey color. Let's see what was the name of number 3. So the name of number 3 is Sun-Dried Driftwood. So each eyeshadow palette has a base shade. This here is the base shade and you can use it all over the eyelid. That's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to use it with a finger just to see. It's a very interesting texture and it adds a very nice sheen to my eyelid. I like the idea of having such base shade because I don't like the standard eyeshadow bases and eyeshadow primers that, you know, they are almost like foundations or they feel very silicone-y. This is exactly what I love to use as eyeshadow primer because it's going to prime the eyes. It gives a very subtle sheen to the eyelids, but it's not too much. Well, Benjamin knows how to do good makeup, knows how to create amazing makeup. So I'm going to try this. See how it works with the sponge applicator. Works with the sponge applicator as well. I want to go ahead and use this color all over my eyelid because I think that this is going to be one of my favorite one and done eye colors. It's beautiful. And it applies so easily. It basically doesn't need blending. Okay, I'm already in love with these eyeshadows from Clé de Peau. I really love the concept of easy eyeshadows. I really like when I have 4 colors to choose from because sometimes I can mix and match them. It doesn't matter that you are limited to using only these colors, but it's just so easy to take something like this in your handbag or when you're traveling or even when you're in a hurry in the morning, knowing that a professional has already chosen the colors for you. And I think that Benjamin is an incredibly talented makeup artist. I can definitely see that because like you don't need blending. This is the kind of eyeshadows that you can use on the go. You can wake up, just put one color, one and done color, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this almost like a salmon color right in the inner corners of my eyes. And this again, I think is going to be beautiful one and done eye color, especially for people with more pale skin tones. But the amount of pigmentation, judging by the amount of pigmentation, I can definitely say that these eyeshadows can be used also on deeper skin tones because they're so soft, beautiful. I'm gonna go in with the deeper shade. And I want to place this only on the outer part of my eyelids. Okay, so these are absolutely stunning. I can see myself using these eyeshadow palettes a lot every single day. So easy, especially for someone like if you have to wake up, go to work, and if you want to look nice and put together, I think that these are going to be irreplaceable. I'm just adding a little bit of black kohl eyeliner only on the roots of the lashes without doing a flick. I think that these eyeshadow palettes are perfect and I cannot wait to use more and to try more. Now this deeper shade here is a very beautiful brown because it has almost like a little bit of, I wouldn't say reddish, but it's a very interesting shade of brown. I'm not sure that the camera is going to show this, but this is exactly the kind of brown that I love to use and that usually helps my eyes to pop out. I'm going to use a little bit of this brown on a small tiny eyeliner brush and I'm going to go over the black eyeliner because I don't want it to look black. Gonna be using the Westman Atelier powder because I want to mattify my skin and make it a little bit more perfected. I'm going to be using one of my favorite lipsticks, and this is Cécile by Chanel. Next, since I already applied powder all over my face, this is because I have combination skin and it's very hot, humid outside, and I want to control the shine. I want my face to be glowy on the places where I want it to be glowy, and that's why I'm going to be using a new product from Westman Atelier. This one is great for targeted glow and for this very natural looking glow. I'm going to show you how I like to use the new Westman Atelier Loaded Liquid Highlight. It's different from the super loaded tinted highlight. This one gives more targeted glow, whereas this one, it can be used as a base, as a primer. So I have it in the Peau de Rose, and I like to just place it on targeted parts of my face to add a little bit of this youthful glow to my skin that looks very natural. And I'm going to tap this on my face on places that I want to stand out. Finishing off with a little bit of blush. This one is Tom Ford. I want just a little bit of blush because it is very hot outside, so I'm going to get naturally blushed because I don't have a lot of base products, and maybe a little bit more actually of the Westman Atelier highlighter. For now I only have Peau de Rose, but I'm thinking of getting Peau de Peche as well because I really like this natural looking glow that it gives to my face. Now for me personally, this one is going to last for such a long time because I only like to use it on targeted places on my face and just to bring back the glow, but it gives me such a youthful appearance. And if you have dry skin, then you can definitely apply this one all over your face to give this all over glow. But I personally prefer to use it on top of my powder after I finish my makeup, just to give myself this very natural looking glow. And right now, when I use it like that, I don't really know which one is my favorite. I like both of them equally because they are different products. I'm going to make sure to link to a video where I specifically tell you what is the difference between those two. But as I keep using it, I start liking it more and more. Westman Atelier have amazing makeup products, some of the best makeup products, but there is a little bit of a learning curve with their makeup products, so you just have to know how to use them. Usually a little goes a long way. And I'm ready for my breakfast.